Hello everybody, welcome back to the Mystic Hawk YouTube channel. Today's reading is going to be a general reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for July 2018. Hello Geminis, this is going to be a very intense month. I know it seems like I say that over and over again like a broken record, but it is so true. This is a very intense summer, just like I said in the summer solstice readings that are still good through September, by the way. I do suggest that you also watch your moon and rising videos as well. And yes, I do offer personal readings. The information is in the description down below. Check out my website. I have upgraded it. It works much better with mobile devices. The shopping experience, I believe, is a lot easier for everyone. And in addition, I am posting a blog entry every day that also goes to my Facebook page at Mystic Hawk 44. And I am pulling a card of the day, writing a short little paragraph on it, and posting it to my blog on my website and my Facebook page. If you decide to follow my page, which I hope you do, you will be getting daily updates on energies, perhaps specials, flash sales, and anything that is just for my Facebook friends. Okay, so that being said, Gemini, what do we have going on for you? Well, the card that was chosen for you is the Vulture card. Oh, I know, right? I told you it was going to be a heavy month coming up. The Vulture. Oh, well, you know, he's the garbage man of the universe. He's the purifier. What would we do if we didn't have vultures and, you know, and all these kind of birds and animals and things that come along and clean up stuff for us? This does talk about a purging and a purifying that you'll be going through. Like, you know, not being afraid to do the dirty work, not just around the house, but on the inside as well. Something definitely needs to be purified and cleaned up so that there can be a release. And you'll definitely see by the end, it may be kind of getting through it a little bit icky even, to get through this process, to move through these shadow areas of your life. But once you do, once that purification has completed, you'll find yourself, I'm thinking, with the eclipses going on, 2 eclipses, the one especially one at the end of the month, you'll find yourself a lot lighter and clearer and more focused about how to navigate in the future. There are so many big and major changes coming up for all of us and all of the signs. Again, I do suggest you watch the video for your moon and rising sign. You know, this may or may not resonate with everyone, but I know something is, the one thing that will resonate with all of us, regardless of our sun sign, is going to be the major and impactful changes that are coming along. I already feel them. I can, you know, I put my feelers out into the future, and I tell you what, my future self is saying absolutely without a doubt, this will be a summer to remember. So pay attention to what you're doing. Pay attention to these times. Journal. Definitely look deep within and see what needs to be released, because I'm telling you, these eclipses are going to come and take something away, but leave us a lot lighter and like with a clean slate to be able to write your new story on. So isn't that exciting, Gemini? A new story to tell, new adventures to have, new people, places, and things, all these new things to test and try out and explore in this new reality that's coming. So the card that jumped out first was the Strength card. It's a very interesting card. It's talking about not using force to get ahead. It's more coming from a place in your heart, the gentleness and kindness, especially if you're faced with people that are aggressive, or maybe you're in very intense situations that this Vulture card is indicating. So really to call upon your inner strength, and it's also saying that you have the strength it takes to get through this situation. I know it's not going to be easy to go in for this cleanup, but the cleanup is very important. The internal and the external cleanup is very important so that balance can be restored. Okay. Yep, there's the star card. That's excellent. Healing. All right, that's not bad. All things considered, what's coming up this month. So let's see, get everything a little less crooked here. Touching the cards, kind of seeing what's going on, feeling out the energies. Definitely the ending of some cycles or some cycles trying to end. There we go. All this technology stuff. It's been driving me crazy. All right. What in the world? I don't know what's going on. That battery should be charged. All right. Like I said, no lot sooner did I say this technology stuff is driving me crazy. And what happens? A battery that's supposed to be fully charged just went flat on me. So, okay. There we go. We're back in action again. No problem. I tell you, the show must go on. A little bit of battery dying does not stop me in the least. So, we have already talked about the strength card, using the strength you have within to get through situations, not arguing, not fighting. Even if you feel a little fractious, to try to breathe and find your center and find your calm. The Four of Pentacles crossing the strength card, it does kind of show a grasping at energy, especially when it comes to material situations. You may find yourself feeling like that money could possibly be a little tight in some areas. If that's not the way, if it's not tight, you may be feeling like it might be, so you're holding on to your resources, really not letting them flow, like the Six of Pentacles. Again, that was on my blog a few days ago. And the Six of Pentacles is when you get an abundance, is to share it out so that it comes back to you. And this is a situation where you're really holding on to it tight and not wanting to spend anything. Again, it might be that finances are a little iffy over this month, but definitely maybe even not sharing your feelings. I know this is not a feelings card, but we do have the Four of Cups reversed. That is coming out of a place of apathy. Maybe it is a time that you're opening up and sharing your feelings, and also coming to a point of sharing more resources as well. Okay? So this Four of Cups, it's like awaking, coming up out of this apathy of not knowing what to do, being bored with everything that's offered you. There is going to be a specific cup, some offer, something that's put in front of you that rises above the rest, that gets your attention. Very possibly, it could be the Queen of Swords. Could be you, Gemini, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. In this particular card, it's a female, but not necessarily. This is a general reading. So, person. This air sign person, she's very intelligent, very tough. She's not one that really opens up with her emotions. Could be a partner, someone you have to do with in the past. I do see her moving out of this situation. I don't know if that has to do with this vulture card or the things that need to be purified, cleansed, and brought back into balance in a situation. I'm feeling that's a strong possibility here. Definitely some healing. It could also be, this is what's going on with the energies right now. A lot of things from the past are coming up, memories from the past. It could even be a sister or a mother or a teacher or mentor or friend, or someone that reminds you of something from the past that is still coming back into the now to teach you about the things of strength. So that's the energy going on. There's also some situations possibly around a Queen of Cups, and she's reversed. It could be that she's not feeling so well. This would be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and she's in the reverse. Now that just could mean that you two aren't seeing eye to eye, but when the Queen of Cups is reversed, she tends to not really live in a grounded reality. She's not connected to reality, so to speak, in the way that we know it. Again, air signs. Air signs are very mental. Things make sense. It's very logical. Whereas the Queen of Cups feels her way through life. So you could be at a disconnect with this person. Not that she's bad, not that she's being shallow, which Queen of Cups reverse can be very shallow and want to always have things very nice and in their world. And if you bring something to the table that isn't comfortable for them, they don't want to hear anything about it. Whereas the Queen of Swords, she's the cleanup crew, like the vulture, having to deal with everything. The Queen goes, it's all good, you know. So there could be a little conflict between this air and water energy, feeling maybe even bogged down. That one of the eclipses is going to be in Cancer, so I feel possibly some emotions coming up for an air sign may not be your most comfortable zone. A lot of feelings, especially connected to the past. The good news that is happening is we have a reverse Ten of Swords. I mean, not Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. So that's after a lot of hardships, carrying a lot of burdens. I feel some of those burdens are going to be released either through things happening in the universe, or you just decided, I'm not carrying this load. I'm not going to do all of this by myself. It's kind of a release and the end of a cycle. Definitely things starting to lighten up again, lightening up, dropping this load, dropping this burden. Perhaps the Queen of Cups has depended on you extra for a while, or there were extenuating circumstances where you had to carry a particular burden in this situation, and now you're able to let it go. Again, that's where the vulture card energy comes in to help cleanse a situation. It may be even cleansing a relationship situation or eclipsing it out altogether. Remember, these are eclipses, and something is going to be removed from us. In your fierce position, we do have the reversed Wheel of Fortune. This is something that the vulture card talks about when we may see something as a tragedy or a misfortune, something that has happened, like the Wheel of Fortune being reversed. As it goes up, so it goes down. Everything works in cycles. But what the Star card is saying, which is the next card in your environment, this is all about healing and bringing things back into balance where they were out of balance. Yes, this was a tragedy, but now things can start to heal and get back on the right path. It talks about you connecting with a cosmic consciousness. Perhaps this is an Aquarian person, possibly this Queen of Swords personality, because the Star card represents Aquarius, but it is seeking higher knowledge, having strong spiritual forces around you to help guide you through this process of this major change and transition that's going through. I do see for quite a few of you, it is centered around the home, the legacy property, family property, or property shared with family. So this Ten of Pentacles upright shows a happy home, happy family situation, feeling settled, secure, and owning some degree of property around that. So it, the housing situation you feel is stable and good at this particular point. It does have, I'm feeling, need to be brought back into balance. I don't know if property or something was inherited, but when that happens, what we have to go and sort through things. It could be that you need to sort through your own home and clear things out so that you can rearrange the feng shui, so to speak, and have the energy flowing much better so there could be more abundance, a lighter way of being. And I say lighter as we're coming into the sun. So we've had this great healing with the star, even though there's a possible tragedy or sadness or some kind of loss. This clearing of the shadow brings to you a realization: I don't have to carry this burden. I don't have to carry this heaviness, this load anymore. I can let go of all of this stuff I've been carrying and release it so that it can be healed. The star comes after a really major thing happens, like a tower moment. And it's the healing relief, the healing waters that are being poured upon you after this major situation that you've gone through. But I see that you handled it with a great deal of strength and grace through the process. So keep in mind that you do have help around you, whether you can see them or not. They're absolutely there, and they're very much supporting you in this situation, even though it seemed like a possible tragedy or misfortune. Or are you just afraid that it could be? But they're saying, no, everything's okay. You're on the right path. Keep going in this direction. The sun, even though it's reversed, it's still shining its light, though there may be clouds. Just because there's clouds in the sky, the sun is still there. And that's the same case, just like it is outside right now. We just had a little rainstorm. It's still a little overcast, but I know the sun is still there because it's day. It's daytime. So I trust that the winds will move the clouds and the sun will shine again. So there's still a little bit of sadness, perhaps, the letting go and the loss of the old paradigm, the old situations that are being taken from all of us in the universe, this unspecial way for all of us. Yeah. So, but I do see, for the most part, you guys being able to surf and navigate through this situation and come out not unscathed, but better off than some of the other signs that are more stubborn, so to speak. And it is going to be around new beginnings, especially new financial or new physical beginnings, maybe a new job, a new career, receiving some kind of money or legal document around a new financial beginning. And it definitely involves working with a group of people, as we see with the Three of Cups. And these are like-minded people that work really well together. They understand each other. Very oftentimes, the Three of Cups does represent the spiritual or metaphysical studies. So, you know, the fact that you're watching the tarot, this tarot channel right now is an example of that. But for you, it's working together with other people on some kind of project, some kind of work situation. Perhaps it's just a group of friends getting together that really have a rapport with each other. So let's see. I don't know why I did that. That's not what I was planning to do. Ah, there it is. The next card is the World card. It did pop up a little reversed, but I'm still going to look at it upright. The World is talking about a whole new world, liberation, freedom, for those of you that are working on your awakening and ascension, it does say moving to the next level of ascension. I do see it is involved with groups of people in conjunction with others. And this is how this new world and this new group is going to open up to you. Again, if it's reversed, it's still good. It's still, the world card still holds its energy, just like the sun still holds its energy. But when it's reversed, again, just like with the reverse wheel of fortune, the vulture needs to come in and bring things back into balance. Things have gone out of balance a little bit. There is definitely some adjustments that are going to happen during this month for all of us. Again, is so much going on. So to pinpoint it, it is around a water sign person, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Also, there is an earth sign person, air sign person, which would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, being involved in this situation. However, with these relationships that you have going on with these people and moving into the new world, I see it as a clearing and a releasing so that all parties involved can move forward. Definitely a moving forward and a moving on. There it is. Yeah, so here it is, a family card. So one of the keys is, I'm going to move these over here. Let's see them. It's going to be dealing with family situations, cleaning up family issues, cleaning up things from the past or things going on in your current family. Definitely the core of the situation does involve things or ways of relating our belief systems, even around our money, love, life in general, all these basic, what they say, core values that we got from our original family. Once these situations, that's where the root is, and once there is a clear communication, perhaps with this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio person, and things are released, you do it with strength and grace in the situation, and to be able to forgive and release it with love. That's when this beautiful star card comes in, brings the healing to you, brings a new level of consciousness that brings on a whole new life, a whole new expression and way of being, a whole new you. You may not see it immediately because this is a process, but definitely with all the major changes and shifts going on, it's saying slate is cleared. Deal with this last little bit of stuff going on so that you can move forward into your future, so that you do not have to be in this heaviness anymore. It is time for your new beginning. Gemini, get ready to rock and roll. Congratulations, just taking care of some few issues that may be a little uncomfortable, and taking care of things with family. Could be internal, and it could be having to have an external conversation with someone. However, I do see most of us looking within first before we have those conversations with others. I highly suggest that you do so. You know what's yours and what's theirs, that kind of deal. All right, Gemini, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Don't forget to go and check out my website and my Facebook page at Mystic Hawk 44 to get the daily energy card and have and all the new information that's going on with the Mystic Hawk. So, all right. Thank you, Gemini, and I will see you soon.